This is the problem nobody is talking about. This is how I stopped procrastinating. This is how I became more consistent. Once I understood this, my life started to change for the better. First thing is, you need to know your why. You need to know the reason behind why you do the things that you do. Your 9 to 5 isn't just a 9 to 5 when you got wife and kids. You aren't going to your job just so you can pay your bills. You're going to your job so you can fund your business, fund your future. This is where the disconnect is. Your why needs to be your foundation. This is the reason why people get stuck in a life that they don't like. You are content where your life is at, but on the inside, you feel the exact opposite. This is where you get a lot of people acting like they're happy when really they're not. This is that friend that looks like everything is going well, but on the low, they're feeling like shit. Oftentimes we get in this mindset that nobody understands us, nobody can see what we're dealing with. Maybe you don't know how to ask for help. Maybe you don't know what it's like to be vulnerable. You confuse coping with maintaining. You're doing whatever you need to do on autopilot. You don't have an intention behind it. You don't know your why. This is what's going to make it harder for you to make a change. It's that mindset. I'm making plans and setting goals and I'm executing. Your dreams, your goals, your passion, none of that ain't gonna be built without a 5 to 9. Are you doing it for your family, your kids? Are you doing it for your mom? This is why a lot of people are successful, because their why is so big. No matter what life throws at them, they're gonna keep going. They're not gonna give up. Your why is the gas behind everything that you do. If your why isn't solid, this is why 2-3 years fly by and everything is the same. You realize that you're maintaining, there's only one person you have to hold accountable. It's the one you see in the mirror. And this is where your self-talk comes in. More on that later. I remember one time I was talking to my managers and we were having a meeting and they asked me, they're like, hey man, we're just curious. So what's your goal within the company? I'm fortunate to be able to say this, but I told them straight up, honestly, I'm just trying to get to a point in my life where I don't have to request off to spend time with my family. They both looked at me crazy. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a fan of clocking in for a 9 to 5 to help somebody else become rich, and I'm out here struggling, busting my ass, and feeling like I'm not getting paid what I'm worth. That's my why. What is yours? It has to have a deeper meaning. If you don't protect your why, you're not going to be consistent. You're not going to get ahead. And the fucked up reality is time don't stop for nobody. Next thing is, you need to track your progress. You can't fix anything that you're not paying attention to. I remember one time I was going hard in the gym. I was working out for about 2 months straight. And then I had like a couple weeks where I went from 5 days a week down to like 2 days out of the week. There were times where I go to the gym, I would lose some weight, and I've noticed that, okay, I didn't lose as much strength as I once thought. I realized that the last time I did a PR for this exercise was literally about 2-3 weeks ago. These current weeks that I'm in, I haven't been consistent. Life has been difficult, but because I was able to track that data, I didn't fall off as much as I thought I did. The 2 months that I went consistent, I made enough progress. I made enough of a foundation. When I fell off, it was easy for me to pick up where I left. Mentally, this makes it easier for you to get back on track. You're gonna look at your data and be like, damn, I went hard for 3 months. I only fell off 2 weeks. Okay, where did I mess up at? Let me find a way to reel this back in. You can't fix what you're not paying attention to. I'm missing an hour of studying. What am I doing on that day? My phone says I've been on Netflix for about 2 hours. All right, you know what? I'm gonna need to cut that down to 45 minutes so I can put that back into my study. This is how you can stop doing the same thing twice. You build up enough consistency and enough data to where you can recognize, okay, because of this specific thing, this is why I keep falling short. How can I remove this? How can I replace it? The data is old behavior. This is what gets you experience. And the only way you're gonna get experience is by getting your reps in. You're gonna fuck up a couple times, but if you're tracking it, you're keeping data, it's easy for you to reinforce discipline. Every failed attempt is still data, still progress. I'm a big believer in the tone of your day is how you start your morning. What you feed yourself the first thing in your morning sets the tone for your day. So if you're getting up watching the news and then you're looking around your space, you see nothing but chaos, clothes, dirty dishes. You're priming your brain to expect that in your day. This doesn't have to be meditation. It could be just 5 minutes sitting in silence. You do this enough times, go from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're gonna naturally start to calm down. Sleep being on go mode, that's not healthy for the psych, bro. You need that extra bandwidth and energy to push through. Stop watching the news so much. Spend less time on social media. Play the game less. You get stuck in an autopilot mindset and we do things automatically and we don't know the why behind why we do. 2 weeks done passed. Next thing you know, a month done passed. It'll be a whole damn year. What you see consistently becomes normalized. If you're constantly seeing chaos, think about when people grow up in a neighborhood and they see killings and drive-bys, or maybe they saw the abuse in a family. Once something becomes normal, your brain registered it as a normal thing. So if you're always seeing negativity, your brain becomes to normalize that, and that's all you're going to see. You're feeding your brain constant negativity. This is why a lot of people say what you focus on grows. Your self-control is very, very huge when it comes to being consistent. You got to be able to tell yourself no, even when you don't feel like it. You know what, that Kit Kat looked really good, but I'm on a structured diet. I don't need to do that. It's all good, another day. But it's the repetition, it's the consistency. That's how it works. When you're tired and don't feel like going to the gym, you're running low on sleep, I think I'm just gonna sleep in a day. You gotta be able to tell yourself no, straight up, I'm not gonna sleep in. I ain't gonna do an hour like I normally do, but I'm at least do 20 minutes. These are the little things that help keep your foundation intact. Being able to tell yourself no is very essential. If it's an easy choice right now, it's more of a reason for you to say no. This is how you build a foundation to be successful, because you master the power of saying no right now. I'm gonna stay in for the long run. My discipline is better. I'm stronger than that. I'm better than that. This is how I get ahead. Delayed gratification isn't punishment, and that's where a lot of people get this messed up. You're being impatient because the circumstances right now in your life are not working in your favor. And instead of making the effort to focus on what's good, I got a roof over my head, I got a job, hell, I got clothes on my back. We're primed for instant gratification. That's one of the biggest downfalls of society today. People don't know how to stay in the game long enough. You have to be able to stay in it long enough. Go through that phase of being uncomfortable long enough to see a difference. Stop going hard for 2 days expecting 6-7 months worth of work to present itself. That's not how that works. That's a fast track to failing from beginning to end. When you learn to appreciate everything in the middle, growth, the success, even the ups and the downs, is their lessons. That makes the end goal feel that much sweeter. To practice delayed gratification, the easiest way to do it is reps. They live right here. They live right here in the middle. If you want to be successful in anything in life, you got to learn to appreciate the middle phases. Last and final thing, man, is the self-talk. How you talk to yourself in the moments when life is hard matters more in the moments when things are going good. You're gonna fuck up, you're gonna make mistakes, but how you talk to yourself is important. It's all good. Next time, I know not to do that. It's all me. I know I'm working on this. I just gotta show up and do it again tomorrow. I'm gonna be better. That's all self-talk. Self-talk is being your own cheerleader. Self-talk is encouraging yourself when life gets difficult. There's gonna be situations where your other person is not gonna pick up the phone. They're not. You got to be your biggest fan by the end of the day, because if you ain't got your own back, what makes you think the next person will? Life is going to disrupt your flow. That's not a you thing. That's just the way life is. And there's going to be times and situations where you're going to be faced to deal with a situation by yourself. Going to the gym, owning your word when you say you're going to do something. You're comfortable with showing up when you don't feel like it. Everything is going to work out for you as long as you continue showing up and you stay consistent with your reps. I never forget when my dad passed 6 months afterwards, and I was at work was tough, and I was on the verge of having a mental breakdown. I got done with a rough interaction and had to leave in the middle of the shift. I went to this local golf course. It was a Sunday. They were closed. They were closed because the parking lot was empty. I called somebody. This one person I grew up with, I went to high school with him, and I called them and they didn't answer the phone. They didn't answer the phone. Now, regardless of why they didn't answer the phone, this is the one point in my life where I had nobody I could call, and I'm about to fall apart and I'm losing my shit. I just sat there and cried and I owned it. That was a reality check for me. Regardless whether they answer the phone or not, is that life will put you in situations where you gotta be your own biggest fan. I had to get myself together that day to go back to work because I had a job to do. My family needs me to keep my head on straight and push through. That's my why. Your why is something that's ingrained in you. That should get you up and going. That way, whenever life gets difficult, no matter what it is, you're going to get through it because you did the work. This is what makes you be consistent. This is how you be successful. Showing up when you don't feel like it. Crazy work.